Hi, Paige. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So let's go ahead and get started. What brought you to us? How did you find us?
I was a client at your spa way back when you had a spa. I didn't do any facial things, but I do the massages. So I've always kind of followed you along, and I was just completely enamored by all of the before and afters. And I just was in shock of how drastic the changes were. And finally one day I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And so I reached out and never looked back.
And your skin looks absolutely perfect.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
perfect.
I get told
Um,
that on a daily basis, so I thank you for that.
it looks absolutely amazing. So I know why you started, but tell us what was your main concern? Was it Sunday?
Oh.
Was it melasma? Was it aging?
Yeah, so I had some pigment. I had pigment in a couple of areas. Thankfully, it wasn't really huge pieces of pigment. It was just kind of an all over general pigmenting. But I
Mhm.
had a couple of areas that just were really bothersome. And I've never had beautiful skin. I always had very kind of textured skin. When I was younger, it was broken out a lot. I had a fair amount of milia that just didn't really want to go away. And I just wanted my skin to look good. But specifically the pigment and everything else was just a little extra benefit. So, yeah.
I remember taking your first photos and I know that you're a tennis player and you love outdoors and your
Yeah.
skin still looks amazing and I'm sure you still play tennis. I remember your pigment and how really defined it was and just how
Mhm.
fast it cleared up and it just looks incredible.
It was amazing how quickly it cleared up. Like I'm still in shock by, and it hasn't come back. And that's, I think, the most exciting thing.
Yes, yes, that it
Hmm.
stays gone. So, and people that are with us know that our protocols are a little lengthy sometimes and not the
Hmm.
normal one, step one, step two, step three. And they can be challenging at times. So, how
Hmm.
did you feel about those protocols when you started? And what were some of your challenges?
Um, I saw the results that you had. So when I decided to join, I knew I'd do whatever you told me to do. I didn't care what it was. If I had to stand on my head at night for 20 minutes, I was going to do it. Because your results spoke for themselves, right? And so I had used products that you originally used for protocoling before from another provider and just didn't really have the results. And very quickly, when you gave me the protocol, I started seeing results, and I was shocked by it that it was just so fast. I was willing to do anything. I didn't care. And then as soon as the results started coming, I was still willing to do anything you told me to because it works.
Do you feel like your skin continues to get better?
Hmm. It does. I mean, I say it over and over again. I have better skin in my 40s than I've ever had at any point in my entire life. Um, and that's shocking to me. It's just shocking. I don't wear foundation. I haven't worn foundation in a couple of years, and that's shocking to me because I used to be someone who had a full face every time I left the house. Because I just couldn't imagine not covering up what needed to be covered, and just being able to wear tinted sunscreen and a little bit of eye makeup and lip gloss and get out the door and be flawless to where strangers stop me and compliment my skin. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That is amazing. Who would have thought that natural skin without foundation could be
Hmm.
prettier than any foundation out there? Then to feel like you don't have to cover it up,
Hmm.
that's amazing.
Hmm.
Um, Reactions. Did you have any crazy reactions that were hard to deal with?
I did. I mean, initially I had some when we first started the pigment protocol and the correctives. I had, of course, some redness, and my face was hot and a little spicy. It felt a little spicy, but literally within a couple of days, the pigment started disappearing. So I was like, okay, I don't care. I'm fine.
Isn't it
We have
insane
to
how fast?
suffer to be beautiful, right? Like my mom always told me that when I was little, and I'm like, whatever. My face looks great. I'll do it.
And it does. It looks so good. How did it change your life? Like, did it change any kind of confidence? Did it lead into other things?
Oh,
Um,
yeah,
did you
of
have to
course.
stop anything? Like, did you have to give up anything to keep your, like, I know that you play tennis and you're athletic.
Hmm.
Like, did you have
Yeah.
to change any of that to keep your skin looking good?
No, no. I mean, I still play tennis. I still go outside. I travel for work, so I'm in the car all the time and still getting all that sun exposure. But I didn't have to change anything. No, I didn't really have to change anything at all. I mean, it is, I don't want to say it's time consuming, but you need a good 10 minutes in the morning extra. But then it takes away from the time that I spent doing my makeup. So really, it's not extra time. It's just
And
getting it in.
10 minutes seems like a long time, but it's
It's
really
really not.
it's really not. No.
No,
I mean,
it's
like
really not.
the time that it takes you to make a pot of coffee or whatever. Like
Oh yeah, I spend
it's
more time
not,
doing my makeup than that. So
yeah, 100. Yeah, it would definitely take me longer because I suck at makeup. But
yeah.
yeah, and I haven't worn foundation in years, and I agree with you. Like my skin at 52 looks way better than it did in my 30s.
Hmm.
Like not even talking about pigment, just texture and the nice glow and all of those things. Like I feel like it's so much better, which is crazy to think. And even like I get Botox, but I have to get it so much less now than I used
Hmm.
to because it just lasts longer. And also, it's not the first thing, like your wrinkles that you may have are not the first thing that you notice anymore. The first thing that you notice is healthy, clear skin. And to
Yes,
me, that's the prettiest thing.
it is, and it's not something I ever experienced before. And honestly, I didn't know a lot of people who just had gorgeous skin, right? There wasn't a whole lot of people till you came along with just gorgeous glowing skin out there. But it's amazing to see, and it feels good and it feels healthy. And I think the glow is the biggest thing. The texture is beautiful. Yes, it's um a little bit less wrinkles. It looks healthier and more hydrated, but the glow, it just glows, which is beautiful.
It looks absolutely gorgeous. What would you tell? There's a lot of people that watch us that see things, and it's easy to think that pictures are altered because that's
Hmm.
easy to do in this day and age.
Right.
What would you tell someone that was out there and just thinking about it? It's like, what would you say?
Do it. Absolutely. I think sometimes we don't know what is really possible. And sometimes it's hard to believe because when I followed along for quite a while, even knowing you, and seeing the pictures. And honestly, it was kind of shocking. I'm like, how in the world are they getting these results and so many of them? But I wish I'd have done it sooner, right? We always do. Hindsight's 2020. I wish years ago you would have started this sooner too, right? We'd
Right.
have just been so beautiful for so long, but don't wait. I never thought my skin would be this healthy, and it's such a confidence booster. It really is. Because when you feel confident in your skin, right? All parts of our skin, it it transcends into everything else, You become more successful, you become more disciplined, you just become more happy. And literally when your skin is exuding that from the inside out, it makes it a lot easier to walk that just successful lifestyle. And I just, gosh, don't wait. It's so possible to have beautiful skin that you can live in. I wouldn't wait. And the thing that gets me is it happened very quickly. Very quickly. I was shocked. Literally within days of my correctives protocol, the pigment was vanishing.
I like how you said that it falls into other parts of your life, because whenever you feel good about yourself, like
Mhm.
start taking care of yourself, you are more successful at things you're doing, just the way that you hold yourself. We see it we see it in photos for virtual patients, just the way, their pictures look and things. But
Mhm.
whenever we see people in person as well, like the first time they come and see us in person, they're kind of like shy and kind of drawn back and don't want to take photos or whatever. And then the way that they hold themselves once they start getting results, like it's crazy the difference. So I'm pleased with your results, of course, and that you've
Me
been
too.
pigment free for this long. You look absolutely stunning. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your story. That means a lot to us, and of
Of
course to
course.
many future patients. So we appreciate you and have an amazing rest of your day.
Thanks. You too.